Hi everybody, it's Dee Slater with Create with Dee and welcome to my video. Whether you're watching on Facebook or you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, if you'd like to let me know where you're watching from, that would be great. I'm from Northeast Indiana in a city called Kendallville, Indiana, and let me know where you're from. Well, today we are going to be making this super fast and quick and easy little treat holder that's got a cute lollipop in it. Super fast and easy. So if you're looking to make a lot of Valentine treats for maybe either a class or your office mates or just because, I think that you'll really like this really quick and easily to mass produce project. So if you like anything in this video, I would certainly appreciate a thumbs up, a heart, leave me a comment and let me know what you think about it. Okay, let's get started making this adorable, adorable treat holder. Okay, so our treat holder today utilizes some of the new products in the spring 2024 catalog from Stampin UP, as well as the designer paper that's in the Sale-a-bration catalog that's good from January through February 2024 as a choice. Let me just kind of show you about the paper here really quickly. This is called Most Adorn, and it's a specialty designer series paper. This would be a level 1 Sale-a-bration, which means it would be free with your $50 order. Hi, Elle. Thanks for watching. And the fact that it's Valentine or love on one side, but then the other side is all fancy. So you get 12 sheets, 2 of each of the 6 designs. And what I like is that there's plenty to do Valentine projects on one side. And then, you can go fancy all year round with the other side. Okay, let's go ahead and I'll show you how super easy this is. So here are the measurements. I'm calling it a Valentine's treat holder, but really you could decorate it for any time of the year. We're going to need the base cardstock. I'm using Real Red, and I'm going to be making 4 of these just to show how fast that you can mass produce them. But each one is 2 1/4 by 6 1/4 inches. And then we need 1 piece of coordinating cardstock, or the same cardstock at 2 1/4 by 1. The designer series paper is a 2 by 6, and since this sheet comes in a 12 by 12, what that means is you're going to get tons of them. You could get 12 of these out of 1 sheet of designer paper. Need some basic white cardstock, 2 by 6, and then a little piece of 3/4 by 2 as well, and some scrap for our punching and stamping. Okay, let's go ahead and let's make this adorable little bee. I have been obsessed with this bee builder punch and the Bee My Valentine stamp since I first laid eyes on it. And here what I thought I would do is just show you, this is the box that we made last week, but I just wanted to show you that you can make our little bees in whatever color that you want to make them in. All right, so I think I'm all set for some mass producing. Okay, so this is what we're going to be making here. And I'm going to take about a 2-inch piece of scrap white. And I like to start with the bee body first. And I'm using Real Red. And what this is our bee's little stripe here. So, and then as always, if there's a coordinating punch, what I like to do is flip it over on the back side and see where I need to stamp. So I need my little bee to be going in this direction so it matches the punch. All right, so that's why I'm stamping the way I am. So I'm going to make 4 of these. Again, I'm just kind of going to show how we can easily mass produce. Whoops, that. And we'll flip that over. Already making mistakes. All right, so we'll do that. 1, I'm going to go this way to ink it up. 2. I kind of joke with my local girls when they take class with me. Sometimes I'm missing a little piece in their kits, and I'm like, yep, sometime I can't even count to 2. Now I'm going to turn it this way. And hi, Doreen. Happy Friday to you. And I'm going to use Bubble Bath. So I'm going to use Real Red and Bubble Bath are my inks. And I'm going to stand up here so my voice may change. I do have a cough drop handy. I've been fighting a little bit of a dry throat. And so if all of a sudden you hear me do that, that's what's going on. So I like to do the bee's stripe in its tail first, and then come in with, this is like a 2-step process. Oops. And so again, we're going to go fast. I'm going to do all of this stamping for our bee, our little Valentine bee. I think this bee would be, it just goes, in my opinion, beyond Valentine's Day. You know, I think it would be adorable any time of the year. Okay, that's that one. That glass mat is just really, I'm not used to it yet, and it's really making a lot of noise for me. Okay, so now I'm going to do the wing here. And again, I'm going to take my my punch to know where the angle that I need to do. So I'm going to go 4 of them here. So I need it kind of off to the edge like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, just kind of showing how that, you know, if I was going to do some mass producing of this, this is what I would do. I just would get them all lined up here. And then again, I can come in with the Bubble Bath and line up my heart image. Alrighty. And put that off to the side. And while I keep going, I'm going to use the little antenna here. I use a lot of basic white that's 12 by 12. So that's why my strips are probably a little longer than what perhaps you might have. All right, I can close these up so I don't get ink all over everywhere. So what about you guys? Do you make Valentines or anything like that for anybody? I am lucky enough that I've got my my great nieces and nephews that still, you know, I can officially make treat holders for. Here again, I'm kind of angling. These are the little antennas. And you know what I like to do is, like, even though I might not have anybody to gift them to, it's kind of fun to have them on hand and maybe, you know, hand them out to bank tellers or somebody as a little thank you. I see my post delivery man is a man, and every now and then I'll give him something, and you know, I know they appreciate it. Okay, so now let's do our punching, because again, kind of thinking like we're mass producing here. And I think I gave myself enough room. Okay, I was making sure that I was still in camera there. And builder punches, you do get scraps that fly everywhere. And so we do that. Oops, one more. That one's a little high. So if you happen to have one of yours that's a little high, where is my scissors? I didn't think I was going to need them. I'm just going to hand trim this. You would so get your snips. And we'll get that in there. Oops, maybe didn't give myself enough. This little one right here. I think I had this at about, this is a 2.5-inch strip, needs about a 1.5-inch strip of the scrap. There we go. I stamped that one just a little high. You would just go ahead and normally take your scissors and get that down. Okay, we've got that. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. And So this is why we did our, I don't want to say, we kind of did our angle the way we did it. This little heart is for the bee's little antenna. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll get those. Again, you're going to do 4 of them. They're all going to be the same. I am going to put some slightly different faces on them. And look at that one. Okay. Now, let me find all of this. You do need to make Valentine, Doreen. Hey, Doreen, I got your door prize in the mail today from the casino party make and takes from New Year's Day. So thanks again for watching. They're in the mail. Doreen won 2 of the door prizes. She's got some of this paper as well as some other stuff coming her way. All right, so now let's do our wings here. And again, we kind of had it, we purposely stamped at the right angle for it to punch easy. If you were just doing, 1 or 2, it might not be that big of a deal, but this way it'll all work good. Like that. Oh my gosh, you should see. I can make a mess faster than anybody. I had this place, all my studio that I work in, I had it all 100% picked up New Year's Day. And what's today? Today's the 5th, 4 days later. It is a hot mess. I will never be a neat stamper. It's like I'll sit there and I've got 10 things going at any given time. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll give our bees a little character here. On the stamp set, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different little faces that they have on there. And I'm going to use this one and this one. So one where both of the eyes are open and this one where they're kind of smiling shut. And I'm going to use our tuxedo black ink. So I'm going to put, we'll do 2 of them that way. Put that down. And then I've got 2 of them that they're smiling. And we can even go opposite directions. I tend to, once I start to go one way, that's where I always go. But I'm just switching these around just to know that you can have these little bees facing right, left, center. So it's a really smart layout. Okay, so let's mass produce putting on the wings and the antennas. So what I like to do is, oops, I'm missing one of my heart. Did I throw it away? Darn it. I probably did. I think I have an extra one here. I do. Okay. Oh, there it is. It was hiding. So I kind of get the heart shapes kind of lined up. And I just use liquid glue on these. You could go ahead and use, oh goodness, glue dots if you wanted to on it. And I'm going to go ahead and just put a little glue. The liquid glue just gives me a little wiggle room. I'm putting it right down at the point of the heart shape. And again, this is just kind of showing how you would mass produce it. I'm mass producing in 4s, but you could do whatever. I've done a couple of these bees now, well, more than a couple, and I really like where the antenna and the wings kind of go kind of close together. And so I'm going to pick up the antenna and then pick up the heart. So that's how I do it. I just kind of put it over there, and then with the back of my fingers, I can kind of put that together. So again, I've got my glue on it already. So I'll just pick it up and then pick it up. See how fast that is? And then we're going to go the other way just to kind of show that you can go whichever direction that you like. of the faces. And one more. Oh my gosh, if seeing a bunch of these Valentine bees does not make your day with playing with them, oh, I don't even know what else to say. It's like, it just makes me happy to see how cute those are. Here you can see that I put a little cheek on him. Let me put this up, or her. Put this up close. And I like the cheeks on it. So this is Real Red Stampin' Blend. This is the light. And I'm just going to make 2 little circles. Hello, cheeks. Doesn't that make a big difference on it? I think it does. Do you need to do that? Absolutely not. If you have a red marker or a pink marker, you could do the same thing. I just have my blends anymore. That's what I have. Too cute. Okay, we've got our bees ready. Now let's go ahead and we'll put together our, I guess our lollipop here. All right, let's go ahead and we'll get some more stamping. I am going to bring out this is the Bee Mine. And I've got a 3/4 by 2 piece of basic white and got my tuxedo black ink again. We'll get that. So we'll get all of this stamping done, and then we'll be ready to just quickly assemble. That's kind of where the assembly line goes. These are all kind of running up a little bit at an angle, but I'm going to just let it go. Oops. And these are going to get glued on our 2 1/4 by 1, 2 1/4 by 1 piece of Real Red. We're just going to have those where it mats. And liquid glue again. So I am so going to keep, I'll show you the lollipop here in a little bit, and you'll know why I've got more to do. But this would just be the process that I would go to. I'd count up how many I'm making, and I'd kind of do a couple of steps at once. Like I would make all of the bees at once, do all of the sentiments, and do that. Okay, got 4 of those. All right, now for the fun spot here. So again, I'm making 4 of these here today. And so ahead of time, I took that Most Adorn designer paper, and I just wanted a variety of these. And to show you the patterns on it. So these are cut at 2 by 6. Again, you would end up having 12 from one sheet. So if you've got a lot of Valentines to do, one sheet would do you well on this. Let's see. Hi, Grace. Hi, Dawn. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Sometimes I almost feel guilty about covering up paper that's got glitter, like a glimmer on it, but I know I've got the other half of that sheet to play with, so I'm good. So this is going to get our designer paper. Again, it's going to get layered onto a piece of Real Red, cut at 2 1/4 by 6 1/4. And I had some scraps, so I didn't see how many of those offhand that you could get out of one 8.5 by 12. But if you've got your pack of Real Red, that's what you can do. And so, if you're not working with another demonstrator and, you get ready to place some orders from the new catalog, I would be honored if you would choose me for that. And again, maybe by the time you get some of the products in this Be Mine suite, the bundle, and a few other things, you're almost there for this paper. Okay. So we have that. And let's see. Okay, so the little lollipops that I found, I actually found these at my local Walmart. And they were in the party supply area. I think this was with actually like the bridal showers. And so there's 16 of these strawberry lollipops or suckers. And so let's see, we're going to do 4 of them. Also, our family business, there's about 10 people that work there, and I might not do the Be Mine. I might put, you know, something else on there, but I could so give these to the guys too. They would like it. All right. Whoops, that one's the ribbon fell off of it. Let's just grab another one. These already come with ribbons, and I just opted to keep the ribbon on it that came with it. What I've done is with our 2-inch circle punch, I went ahead and punched out 4 of the circles with the basic white. This is just all punching, so there's no die cuts or you know a die cut machine or anything like that. So that's why I thought it would be really, you know, a fun project. All right, I'm going to take my mini glue dots, and I'm going to use glue dots on the back side of the lollipops. So I think I used 3 for mine. I think I'm just going to do 2 here. But we'll go ahead and we'll get our lollipops. Put a little glue dot on it. For those of you that follow me, you know that my mom, who's in her mid-80s, she likes to come down to my studio or come to where I'm crafting and help. So this would be something that I think I'll get Mom's assistance on. She's such a good helper with this, so I could have her get my, you know, the glue dots on, glue the area or the layering ones. So even if you are, maybe you are enlisting your children or your grandchildren to help, you know, get them involved with making either their friends, their classmates, some treat holders on it. We have a program in Northeast Indiana called Lunch Buddies through Big Brothers Big Sisters. This would make a great lunch buddy project, I think. Alrighty. So the reason why I put the glue dots there is I wanted to really highlight the sucker on there to have it pop off of it. This could be a step that you could skip, but I really liked the idea of kind of focusing the pink on the lollipop. So I'm going to do this. Again, I've got a glue dot on one of my fingers. Right here. Oh, the hazards of paper crafting. Well, glue is definitely, I don't want to call it a hazard, but it's definitely, you know, as they say, the struggle is real, whether you've got, you know, glue dots or the liquid glue being sticky. Look how cute that is. You could just go something like this if you wanted to go super easy. All right, so this is where our 6-inch you know, designer paper comes into play, and why I wanted to put the circle on first. This is going to just get a little liquid glue on the back of the circle, and for this lollipop, it almost is a perfect fit from top to bottom. The 2-inch circle punch will mat with our designer paper since it's cut at 2 inches, and so, you know, almost, it's just so, I think that's just, you know, a lovely little gift that we're getting together. And if you weren't talking through it like me, you could really do this fast. This is what I also call like TV crafting, where, you know, you could, if you had your stamping done, you could just, you know, sit at your armchair, put up your feet of your lazy boy, and, you know, and put these all together while your favorite show on TV is going on. But I just wanted to also show you all of the different designer papers. Okay, so we have that, and you can see that these are kind of popping like this. Thanks, Dawn. I'm glad you think that is cute. Thank you. I'm going to see if there's any other comments. I'm kind of coming up for this. Oh, good. Joanne says she's waiting to try it out. Hooray. So as you can see, I'm kind of popping these where they're kind of up in the air. I've think the best thing that I found is to just get some good old office tape, and I like to anchor it down. I tried to use other crafting adhesive, and you know what? I just like the tape. So as you can see, I just took a little bit of the tape. It's probably not the right finger. and just kind of anchor it down. And I want to make sure I'm doing this where I'm anchoring it down where I'm going to put that one's a little low. I want to anchor it where the our sentiment's going to go over. So go like that. And really, we're the only ones that would probably even notice it. But I just like the idea of taping this down. I know we could put a little tear and tape on it, but I was really thinking of my great niece and nephews who are anywhere from, well, I guess they're anywhere from 15 to 5 months. But, you know, it's like the tear and tape, I just think the tape would be better on that. Okay, so now I'm going to get our sentiment, the Be Mine, and I'll get some Stampin' Dimensionals. These are just the standard ones. Yes, Doreen, I know. I think that they're a great classroom too on it. I'm sure that you can find other, you know, suckers or lollipops on it, but I just thought that these were so cute with the swirls on it. So then I'm going to put our Be Mine on here. As you can see, it just kind of like, it's the same width as the, you know, as the paper or as the cardstock. So just layer it on there wherever that you want it. Be mindful that we do need to put our Valentine bee on it yet. So that's where that's going to go. Let's go ahead, and I got to think mass production. So we want to do this all at the same time. Or at least that's what, you know, when I call mass production, that's what I call it. You know, kind of put all of the same steps, do those all at once. And while I've got the dimensionals out, actually, I'm going to wait on that. Okay, so we'll put the sentiment down. And we'll do that. So again, I'm just kind of covering up that tape a little bit. See how that tape just really makes it stay in place. I'm taking off the adhesive here. And if you line them up too, it's like they're all kind of going to look the same as far as, whoops, where you place them as well. And we'll get that done over here. All right. What I did do, to double check, is I did put the dimensional, like I want to have it about like that, just one. But what I like is the Lollypop stick. It just worked out better for me to put the dimensional right on there. I'm going about maybe a fourth of an inch to a half inch above the sentiment, and we'll get all of those peeled off. I've tried to do the bee, like put it to the right and the left side of the Lollypop stick too. That works as well. I just found that this one's probably going to be just about as good as anything on it. And then just give it a really good press. I'm going to make sure it's got great contact. Little, oops, get the bow up here. Look how cute. Oh my gosh. I get the pleasure of looking at these for quite some time. So make yours early so that you can admire your handiwork on that. Okay, let me get this on here. Also, if you want to, you can add a little Wink Stella. That's little glue stick or glue, look like a glue brush. I don't know if you can see that there on it. Oh, I don't know. I bet they, Linda says she hopes Walmart doesn't run low on suckers. They were in the, they're not in with the Valentines. These particular ones are with the bridal or the party supplies there. If it's not in bridal, it's in baby. like but it's still with the party supplies. Okay, so I just added some of the Wink of Stella on the red only. And then if you want to, and we're going to do this too, is you could put a little bit more of the stamping on the back. This is where you could have to and from. So since I'm mass producing, I'm going to squish all of our cute bee suckers. This could be a step that you could do before you put the sucker on. And in fact, I meant to do that. Don't tell anybody that I went out of order. Okay, it'll just be our little secret here. Okay, let me bring this back in. As you remember, like this is part of the wing, but if you look, it's also like, don't forget that it is just a heart on there. And so I'm using the two of the little heart, or the heart from the wing that we did. And just like before, like, so that's the heart from the wing. I'm using our bubble bath, and I'm just going to press a little bit, one up here and one down on the corner. If you had a to and from stamp, there's so many, I think there's several of them in the catalog that have a to from on it. We just got done with the holiday catalog, and probably some of your holiday or Christmas stamps have a to and from in it as well. So we've got that. So if you were doing these with, I totally left one off to the side here. So if I was doing this with one of my nephews or nieces, and they were making these, what I would do is we'd stamp the hearts, let them stamp it, or we could stamp it for them, depending on their age, and then you know, have them sign it, and then have all of the writing done on it before we glue it on the back. Now I'm taking the little red heart. This heart would actually match our antennas too, if you wanted to do with some color on the antennas. Oh my gosh, look how cute this could be, like just as a Valentine card. So another idea of how to use this, the hearts, you know, just on your cards. We could do the same look. If you had an envelope, how cute would that be on the envelope? Let me just kind of, adorable. All right. So now that we're just a little bit out of order here, let's put this on the back. And then, so, and then this white is the same size as the designer paper, so it's a 2" by 6. You guys know I love my 12 by 12 basic whites, and so that would be, you know, again, you could get 12 of these out of one sheet of the 12 by 12. But you don't need the 12 by 12s. I don't mean to say that you have to have those. It's just that if you're ever looking for something, especially during Sale-a-bration, to, you know, if you need just a little bit more to bump you up, if you don't have any 12 by 12 basic white, maybe something to consider. And put that on the back. Oh my gosh. These are adorable. You know, it's always a good thing when you like what you make, right? I think so anyways. This is why I was excited to kind of come on here off normal schedule to show you. All righty. That is our project. If you like this, again, please give me a heart, a thumbs up, give me a comment on the video. It really helps. Turn the camera around to me. So I'm going to sit here and take a look. Yes, L. Eckstein asked if it was a new stamp. Yes, it's it just went live yesterday on that. It's part of the spring mini catalog from Stampin' UP. And so that's the Be My Valentine. So yes, it's a new one, but it's available now on my online store or through Stampin' UP on that. You will have to check out the shops here. You know what? I think you probably go online. I haven't looked at Amazon to see what they might have. Normally that's my go-to simply because I do get to Walmart a lot, but I'm not shopping for this type of sucker for whatever reason. I went in and I found these. I just think they were so pretty, and I like the size of it. But of course you could modify that to whatever lollipop size that you had found, that you might find on these. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching me mass produce some Valentine's treat holders. Oh, and I wanted to mention that if you did want to, you could put these in a cello bag. I don't think that they really need it, but if you wanted to, you could, even make it a little more fancy by, tying some more ribbon on the top of it. But I think that's just would be adorable to have that weight on your coworker's desk, or to put in a little package that you send. All right, everybody, you have a great day and happy crafting. Bye-bye.